Greetings. Let's go ahead and get the recording started over here too. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to Wednesday Live Empower Hour with me, Nahkila Isha of AshworthScott Life Sculpting. I'm a divine interpreter, psychic life coach, and mentor, assisting you with activating the divinity and wisdom within your soul so that you are empowered to create and live an abundant life. So today, I'm just going to go ahead and ask y'all to send me some healing energy because let me tell you something. My lower back, I'm claiming it healed. I'm claiming it better, but I could use some Reiki, some healing. So please just send it. Please and thank you. But how are you guys doing? Who just got on with me? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am super excited to be here with you today. Go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know who's on. And yeah, let's get started. Let's get started. I'm looking at the light that's shining here. Well, you guys can't see, I'm pointing like you can see where I'm touching, but when I look at it over here, it's not the same in person, but it's kind of awesome. Kind of awesome. So who's on? Leave a comment. Let me know. Welcome, welcome. Make sure I'm not starting any fires today. How are you feeling? All right, all right. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and get into our breathing. As you come on and trickle on, we do this every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And I'd like you to really just open yourself up to release all that's no longer serving you as you exhale. And then as you inhale, I like you to bring in that love, that light, that healing, that peace. Just bring in all that positive, high vibe energy, that abundance, all that you desire and deserve. Just bring it in through your sacred breath, okay? And so as you're breathing, what I'm going to do is be sending Reiki to your heart chakra and your solar plexus, but please keep in mind that the energy is intelligent, so it will travel wherever your soul calls for it to go, okay? So go ahead and close your eyes. Hey, Mom. Hi. Go ahead and close your eyes and just go ahead and breathe in that love and light slow and deep in through your nose. And then go ahead and release out through your mouth all that's not serving you. And just allow yourself to breathe in all that divine, loving energy in through your nose. Breathe in that healing, that peace, that surrender, that abundance. And just allow spirit to spread that sacred breath, that sacred healing wherever your soul is calling for it to go. And as you continue to breathe, I'd like you to bring your focus to your crown chakra located at the top of your head. And just allow that divine energy to come down in through your crown, feeling it travel down to your third eye. Feel it extending out to your ear chakras, traveling down to your throat, down to your heart chakra, down to your solar plexus and your sacral. And just feel that loving, divine, healing energy traveling down into your root. And feel it as it travels down into your pelvic area, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles. Feeling it traveling down into your feet. Noticing the tingling sensation at the soles of your feet. Just go ahead and give your feet permission to grow roots. And just feel those roots as it penetrates whatever surface your feet are resting on. Penetrating down to the center of Mother Earth. And just pause for a moment and send Mother Earth gratitude, healing, love, and light. And just go ahead and connect to her heartbeat, her divine, loving energy. Feeling her frequency as it travels in through those roots. Traveling up into the soles of your feet. Up into your ankles and your calves and your knees. Feeling it traveling up into your root, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat. And just feel Mother Earth's loving energy traveling up into your ear chakras, your third eye, and up and out your crown. And just feel as Mother Earth's energy connects to your highest source of power, combining those energies to form an even greater bond of healing and release. And then just bring that divine healing energy back down into your crown and allow it to disperse throughout your entire cellular being. Setting the intention, with every inhale, you'll continue to breathe in love and light. And with every exhale, you'll continue to release all that's no longer serving you. And I call on highest light guides, angels, ancestors, healers, teachers, wise ones, ascended masters, and helpful companions, all of highest light and love. I call on you now, and I thank you for filling this space. I thank you for using me as a vessel of highest light and love to deliver a message today to those I'm called to serve. May their hearts, their souls, and their minds be open to receive. I thank you, and so it is. And when you're ready, just go ahead and open your eyes. Let me know how you're feeling. Hey, Lacey. Hey, Alice. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you feeling? Go ahead and let me know in the comments. And I don't know how many of you were on, but I'm just asking that you all send some healing my way. Today is one of those days where this back, we're claiming it healed, but all the healing energy we can receive, we will receive it with gratitude, okay? So how are you all feeling? Let me know. And let me know how that quick grounding exercise has got you feeling. Hi, Maria. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this message and see what Spirit has in store for us today. How's the weather where you guys are? I know around the world there's some really cold and snow, and we haven't gotten any snow. We got like a few flurries the other day, but for the most part, it's been pretty amazing here. Awesome. I'm glad to hear it, Maria. Okay, Spirit, what message do you have for us today? And are these reversed intentionally? Ooh, that one just came on out. Okay, so we're going to read them how we're getting them. We've got a lot of cards in reverse. Literally all of our cards except one is in reverse today. And for the second deck, it could be an indication that the deck is just upside down, but Spirit literally said we're reading it the way it came out. So, oh, that's pretty good. Sunny and 53. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. So our first card is surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Okay, so in our soul family and the Activating You mentorship, we have been doing a whole lot of work and talk around surrender, self-love, embracing the joy of life. And I'm really grateful that Spirit has given this message to all of us, because what we're being told here is, as we are entering into a new day each day, we have an opportunity to choose what that looks like, right? We can focus on all the things we don't have, or we can focus on all the things that we do, right? Now, notice I didn't say focus on all the things that we're creating, right? Because in reality, we're not really creating much of anything, right? The only thing that we actually create are blocks. Everything else, it's already ours. Everything else is already available. It's just a matter of us allowing it in, right? So one of the things that I like to do is literally see myself expanded, see myself just floating, right? Feel myself in that space where I am connecting to all that I am allowing in. So literally today during meditation, I was literally floating in the clouds, and it felt absolutely amazing, right? So what Spirit is telling me to tell you is, it's really about us shifting our focus from material gain, from tangible gain, and really moving into that energy of feeling, right? Because oftentimes as we're manifesting or we're creating or we're allowing or we're choosing or we're drawing in, right? We really put our focus on the material aspect. And sometimes we can get a little bit carried away with that. And so Spirit is saying, bring it back. Bring it back to your real power. Bring it back to what's really important, to what really pushes you and propels you. And that's your feeling. What are you feeling? How are you feeling, right? This is how you allow all that you desire and deserve to be made manifest into your life, right? This is how you do it. So if you've been focusing on material gain, material things, Spirit is saying, just tone it down a bit and bring the focus back to the feeling. How are you feeling when you wake up? How are you feeling right now? What are you choosing to feel like each day, right? So this is the message that's coming through. Bring in that peace, right? Bring in that peace. Bring in that flow, right? That's another thing that's been coming through really, really strong. And there's something that's coming through about icy waters, right? About icy waters. And I'm hearing icy waters don't freeze. So why am I hearing that? What is the meaning of that? Okay, thank you. So what Spirit is saying is, okay, when we think in terms of icy water, the discomfort of a situation, right? The discomfort of it, how it makes us uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good. And oftentimes that feeling of being in the midst of what we may classify as a crisis, what we're now learning are lessons and growth spurts, right? Oftentimes we'll stop. And what Spirit is saying is just because things get a little uncomfortable, it doesn't mean stop. It means keep going. It means continue to flow. It means gain the lessons, gather the blessings, but don't stop. Allow every cycle of life to push you into your destiny, right? And as the word push comes through, it's not coming through like a shove or anything that feels forced. It's more coming through like if you notice a leaf in a lake and how the flow of the waves, the water is kind of just pushing it gently along. That's how it's coming through. So Spirit is saying icy waters don't freeze. Don't let life circumstances, life's mishaps make you stop, right? Continue to go, because if you keep going right on the other side of that ice, right? It's sun, it's warmth, it's development, it's beautiful things, it's growth. And as I'm saying growth, what I'm seeing are flowers, right? Like just this lush garden. And when we think of icy ground, we think barren and things not being created, right? But Spirit is letting you know that even when you are in this space of ice, you're still growing, right? You're still growing. So, hey, Nicoya, how are you? How are you? I am. So the mini readings will be after. Definitely. Okay, so now this card came in reverse, and it says big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Okay, so the reason this is in reverse is because Spirit is saying we're still thinking small. We're still thinking small. What would you do if you knew you could not fail? What would you do? What would you do if you knew that if you saw it, you spoke it, you chose it, it was yours? What would you do if you knew it was already yours? And doing those things was just how you brought it into this dimension, into this reality. What would you do, right? And in one of our group sessions, we were talking about the life that we're choosing, right? And we were specifically focused on finances, right? And so Spirit was posing the question as to what life are you choosing to live, and what are you required to generate in order to live that life, right? And to not play small, to really go all out with your dreams, to go all out with your goals, right? Now, remember, we're also bringing in this feeling, right? We're bringing in the feeling. We're not just focused on the material, but Spirit is saying, make your bigger picture all encompassing, right? If you're just focusing on feeling, that's not enough. If you're just focusing on tangible, that's not enough. If you're just focusing on improving the lives of your loved ones and you're leaving yourself out, that's not enough. If you're just focused on your health, that's not enough. If you're just focused on your mindset, that's not enough. Spirit is saying the big picture, If you're only focused on spirituality and learning, that's not enough, right? Bring it all together and really design your life from A to Z. What does that look like? What does that feel like? How do you operate when you're living in that reality, right? Spirit is even saying, what does it taste like, right? What are you eating? You know, what does it taste like? What does it smell like, right? Allow yourself the freedom to decide how you're choosing to live your life and then live it. What's stopping you, right? These are questions that Spirit is saying, ask yourself. So literally earlier today, I was meditating and I felt led to ask the question, what is something that you have been desiring to do, craving to do, but you haven't done it? What is that one thing? That one thing that your soul is feeling led to do, led to embark on, led to accomplish, but you've been letting fear or doubt hold you back. What's the one thing? Let me know in the comments. What's the one thing? And then do it, right? Do it. Spirit is saying do it. Put it on your vision board, right? Put it in the third eye vision board. See it every day. Set that as your intention and your goal to do it. And then don't stop there. Connect with Spirit and say, okay, Spirit, when are we doing this? How are we doing this? Guide me, show me, make a way. And when Spirit answers you, move into that with unwavering faith and do it, right? And do it. So let's see. We also have your life is a canvas, and this is in reverse as well. It says artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Creative accountability. I just heard get out your pen and paper and design your life. So for some, Spirit is telling you to go back to the drawing board. Literally get out a notebook, write it out. Start scripting, start scripting. Write it out as if you're living in that reality. I am so grateful. I remember on February, what's today's date? The 17th? Is it the 17th, you guys? Yeah, February 17th, when I was in Empower Hour. And I remember after Empower Hour deciding to write out my future. And here I am today, living this amazing life filled with. Here I am today feeling, right? Here I am today experiencing. Here I am today serving, right? Here I am, elevate, and write out all the specifics of this life, right? For others of you, Spirit is saying, get out your color pencils, your markers, your crayons, your paint, and get creative, right? And paint your life, draw your life through art, right? And as you're doing this, putting in that vibrational frequency, those thoughts, those beliefs, those patterns of what you're creating, what you're choosing, right? Spirit is saying, identify with how your frequency is best served, right? So for some of us, it's scripting. For some of us, it's storytelling. For others of us, it's a visual art, right? For some of us, it's through music, right? So whatever that is for you, Spirit is saying, get in touch with what resonates with your frequency and then begin creating from that space, right? From that space. Spirit is also saying, don't be afraid to explore new realms of manifestation. You don't have to stick with the regular, right? Just ask Spirit, show me, guide me. And when you get it, be brave enough to step into it, right? Be brave enough to step into it. So as I'm looking at this, there's a couple of things that's coming through. So this card right here, it almost looks like there's like this, hey, Tia Lynn. It almost looks like there is a prism, right? Like almost a crystal that's separating this dimension from another, right? It almost looks like that. And so as I was looking at this, one of the things that Spirit is saying is that everything is reflecting our internal thoughts and feelings, and it's time for us to bust out the Windex and clean off our vision, right? So some of us are looking at things, when you think of a prism and how it can warp or distort the vision, Spirit is saying some of us are still looking at our power, our self, our energy in that way. Some of us are still trapped in this space of really not believing just how magical and powerful that we are. And Spirit is guiding inviting you to release that? What is holding you back from knowing how powerful you really are, right? What is holding you back from knowing that? So I'm going to share a story with you all. Okay. So I was curious about this particular fragrance, right? And there's this company where you can literally order the fragrance. It's like the real thing, but they send you these little tiny sample sprays. Now, I didn't realize how small this thing was. I paid $35 for it, but this scent is absolutely phenomenal. And this fragrance, it's $575. But it just makes me feel so good every time I inhale it and I smell it on my skin. When I tell you I spray it when I shower, before I leave, I spray it when I shower before bed, right? Or after I shower before bed. It's for me, right? And so I literally told Spirit, I'm like, Spirit, I am choosing to buy this fragrance. And I said, when I receive a payment for a particular thing, I am treating myself to that fragrance. So as I was driving to the lake yesterday, I was literally in this space like, I'm ready to get it now. Like, I'm ready to get it now. And then Spirit was like, slow down. You still have the sample. Just whoa, Nelly, right? And literally, when I get to the lake, after I meditate, get back in the car, I have notification that a particular thing is being invested in. So I was so hyped because of the manifestation, right? The manifestation, how instant it came in, right? And so one of the things that I engaged in that entire scenario, now it may just be a fragrance to some, right? But what I did as I smelled it, I connected to how it made me feel, right? I connected to the senses. So as I'm choosing to manifest it, right, I'm also allowing myself to treat myself because I deserve it. And I went into this knowing that there is no way, no how that I am not going to receive this. Like, it's already done. It's just a matter of timing, right? And I'm choosing it now, right? And so Spirit was like, okay, just calm down, slow your roll, but here you go, right? So we're being called to, number one, identify the things that make us feel good. It doesn't have to be for any reason except we like the way it tastes, or we like the way it smells, or we like the way it feels, right? But something that simple, we have the power to call it in. But we just got to believe. We just got to get out of our way, right? So Spirit is really saying, call it in, believe, allow yourself to receive, right? Nothing is too big and nothing is too small. And nothing is too big or too small to go to Spirit with. You know, oftentimes what I find is, a lot of people that are a part of community, right? They'll only share the highs. And when it comes to the lows, they'll keep it to themselves, right? They'll keep it to themselves. But it's like, we're not being called to do that. We're being called to connect. We're being called to share. We're being called to receive guidance and support in all things. There is nothing too big and nothing too small, right? So Spirit is saying, allow yourself to be supported in all things, right? In all things. I feel like the messages are coming in so all over the place. It just feels like Spirit is all over the place with this. And why is that? The Spirit just said, because you're all over the place in different zones. It's time to understand that your life is like a drum. The beat changes, it fluctuates. The rhythm feels different, it soothes you, it moves you. It's time for you to allow yourself to be one with your peace. It's time for you to allow yourself to get familiar and become one with your energy, your frequency. It's time for you to stop seeing yourself as this body and feel yourself as this soul. You are a soul, and from that, there's so much power. There's so much strength. There's so much abundance. And it's like, it feels like this well of just like, whoa, you know? You have so much that it's time for you to release. Just allow it. Stop hanging on and holding on to the things that no longer serve you. Your mindset has been hindering you for a very long time. Now is your time to receive what you deserve. You deserve more that you've allowed yourself to receive ever before. It's time for you to release the inner child traumas, the burdens that you carry. It's time for you to allow yourself to be blessed. It's time for you to see yourself through the divine eyes. Allow excitement to bubble within your soul and just allow it to overflow from your pores, your heart, your center. It's time for you to really allow the energy of love and flow into your energetic space. It's time for you to stop believing what the naysayers say. It's time for you to stop allowing others to put a cap on your dreams, your desires. It's time for you to dance if you feel like dancing. And I don't know if this is for someone in particular, but I'm literally seeing a ballerina, like someone who has dreams of being a ballerina, who feels like maybe they're too old, right? And they put those dreams aside, right? We're at a point where even if we're not doing things to make it a career, it may have been your childhood dream to be a professional ballerina, right? Whoever this is. And if this is not anyone, it's metaphoric, right? But literally what Spirit is saying, we're beyond a point of we're only doing things for money, right? We're beyond that. We're doing things because it brings us joy, right? Like I love acting. So I've been looking for a place to just go and act. I love it. I do it for free. It's a thing that brings me joy, right? It's the thing that brings me joy. So Spirit is telling us it's time for us to start just doing things because it feels good. What are your hobbies? How many of us in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 100s, however old we are, however young we are, how many of us have hobbies where we literally just do things because it brings us joy? Spirit is saying, get some hobbies. Enjoy life. Feel good every day, right? Too much attention and focus on the tedious and the mundane. I always say that word wonky, but you guys follow me. So let's see what you all are saying. Maria said, I'm focused on everything that elevates me to my highest good. And so it is, creating more content for my IG channel. Awesome. Yes. Tia Lynn said, you got a new tattoo. It looks so good. I was considering that pattern on my back. Awesome. Thank you. Yes. I got this like in October, I think. October, November. Yeah. Let's see. Nicoya said, it's all resonating for me. I am so grateful, so grateful. So look, we got this card. Okay, now y'all that are in the Activating You Soul family, you're not going to be surprised about this. And you guys that are on here with me on Empower are probably not going to be surprised either because this keeps coming up, but it's in reverse. It says, surrendering to the journey. Surrendering to the journey. Release control. Okay, soul family, y'all know, we've been getting this. Release control, surrendering to the journey. Spirit is saying, some of us are still not doing this. Why? Why? If you're fighting against surrender, why? This is a whole different deck, you guys. I haven't busted this deck out in forever. Surrendering to the journey. Why? Ask yourself, like when you find yourself receiving guidance from Spirit, when you find yourself being led and you find yourself resisting, just turn to yourself and say, why? Why are you resisting? Why are you refusing to surrender? Don't ask the question from a place of judgment. Ask from curiosity. Ask from the desire to truly understand why, right? Why are you refusing to surrender? And then listen. Listen for the answer. Receive the answer. Because within that answer, you're going to reveal an opportunity for healing. If you're still not surrendering to Spirit's guidance, if you're still not surrendering to Spirit's call, it's room for healing. And it's a great thing, right? It's a great thing to discover and uncover more areas to heal, right? Because each time we heal, we elevate. Who doesn't love a good elevation, right? So ask yourself, why? Why? Life is so beautiful when we do, right? Surrender to the journey. And then look what's next. And this is in reverse too. Stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. So we just got this. We just got this. So listen, when you surrender to the journey, when you surrender to the divine, when you surrender to your calling, this is where you're going. This is the inevitable next step. It's you in your power, right? And you're strong beyond measure, right? You are the divine having a human experience. Spirit is saying we can't say it enough. We're going to say it until we all get it. Surrender, surrender. Step into your power. See, when we talk in terms of magic, right? Yes, it includes spell work. Yes, it includes herbs and candles and crystals and all these things, these tools, right? Mirrors and, all these things, oils. Yes, it can include all of that. But Spirit is saying none of that is really necessary because your magic is in here. Right? Your magic is in here. Your magic is in your ability to clear here, right? That's your true magic. Your connection to the divine, your connection to your higher self. That is your magic. Your thoughts, your words, your beliefs, your action. That is your magic. Everything else is just a tool, right? It's like, I am Nahkila. I am this soul with or without this flesh. So with or without the tools, your magic lies within you. How are you utilizing it? Are you utilizing it, right? Are you utilizing it? So here's another exercise for you to do. One of the things that Spirit is saying you can do is really just sit there and feel your magic. Like breathe and feel your magic. Feel the tingling sensations throughout your cellular being. If you really stop to feel it, you'll feel it. You'll feel it, right? And one of the exercises that came through over in our group was to really find the source of like our joy, to find the source of our peace, right? Somewhere within our makeup, our chakras. So I'd like you to find the source of your magic. Where is it rooted? Where is it grounded, right? So when you start to feel like you're not fully in your power, your magic doesn't feel as strong, you can feed it, right? You can feed it. You can give it some healing energy. You can give it some power. You can call on the angels and direct that loving energy to it, right? So just feel it. If you just take a moment to feel, you'll find it. Where's your magic? Where is it rooted? Where is it grounded? Where is its source in your cellular being, right? So, hey, Cheryl, welcome, welcome. Welcome. So listen, we also have protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. You're cherished by the angels. We got a pretty good spread today, you guys. So why is this one in reverse? Okay, so what's coming in with the you are cherished by angels and why this one is in reverse is because when we think in terms of worthiness and seeing our worth, oftentimes we are connecting it to like a very earthly place, a very earthly state of being. But one of the things that Spirit is bringing forth today is part of us not seeing our worth is because we don't know how valuable we are to the divine realm. And this message has come through in a different way before, but we really don't understand how valuable we are to the spirit divine realm. Like we don't really understand the role and position that we play as these beings, these spiritual beings who have chosen to incarnate in the flesh and be these vessels of healing, these vessels of love, these vessels of shift, right? These vessels of change, these vessels of flow and surrender. We really don't understand how powerful our contribution is. And what your guides would like you to know is just how much they value you, right? Just how much they value you. And what they'd like you to know is if them protecting you, if them providing for you, if them guiding you, if them showering you with blessings is all that you require in this flesh, that is nothing compared to what you do for them. Each day when you get up, and you choose to feel good, you choose to love you, you choose to spread love, you choose to teach love, right? They are so grateful. And they're telling you the things that you are asking for are minute in comparison to what you deserve. So they like you to not only know your worth as a being, a human being, but they like you to know your worth and value to them. How often do you really allow yourselves to connect to how valuable you are to the divine, right? How valuable you are to the divine, each day striving, right, to create a shift in the collective consciousness. That is huge. That is huge. And there's some ancestors that are coming through that would like to thank you personally for continuing the dream, for continuing to break down, wear down, disconnect from those generational curses, right? There are some guides that are letting you know that you are being protected. They are on watch 24/7. So although you are called to protect yourselves daily, they like those of you that still fear entities or energies that may infiltrate, they'd like you to release that fear and to remind you that through fear are where those cracks are entered, right? Those are where the cracks are. Release the fear. Those entities feed on that. Trust in their love for you. Trust in their protection for you. Trust in their guidance for you. And just do your part. There are some angels that are coming through that are telling you that you are prepared, you are ready. It's time for you to serve. You are ready to serve. Some of you have put your serving on hold. Some of you started and then you stopped, right? Or you were guided to be all in and then you pulled back and you got distracted and you started putting your focus over here and over there and everywhere except where you agreed to be. And so they're reeling you in. They're saying, we got you. Surrender. Surrender to the journey. Step into your power. Allow us to protect you and guide you. And as you do, infinite abundance is yours. Infinite abundance is yours. This came in reverse as well. It says abundance is pouring into your life. And the reason why it's in reverse is because some of you have forgotten the path. Some of you are being distracted. I'm also hearing trendy. It is becoming trendy to be spiritual. Spirit is saying, don't get caught up in the trend. Stay authentic to your soul. Stay authentic to your path. Stay authentic to your journey. Stay authentic to the guidance that you're receiving over your life. Even if it doesn't look like anybody else, feel like anybody else, sound like anybody else, mimic anybody else. I'm hearing you're not a puppet, you're not a clone. You are an individual light being that is here to create a new world. And only you can do what you came here to do. So if you've lost focus, if you've gotten distracted, Spirit is saying refocus, and reload it, get back on it. I'm hearing do it now. Don't delay. And also allow yourself the time and space to rest. Right? Allow yourself the time and space to rest. Some of you may have been feeling this energetic shift and you may have been feeling exhausted. I know I have. And I've been allowing myself to rest. So Spirit's saying, allow it. Let's see what you all are saying. Let's see. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Nicoya said, you told us to tap into the purple ray and I cooked up some eggplant. Didn't even correlate till I was done. You know what's so amazing? Okay, listen to what's so amazing. I had seen a recipe for eggplant pizza. It's just little round eggplants and a vegan version of egg. As soon as I'm not raw, I'm making it. So that's so amazing. And yes, incorporating the foods, right? Incorporating the foods is amazing. Connecting to, when you connect to where your magic lies, right? In your I'm hearing in your solar system. Your chakras are your personal solar system. And your personal solar system, when you connect to where that is, right? Another way that you can feed and nurture that space within, whether it is your peace, whether it is your magic, whether it is your power, is by eating foods that correlate with the color representation of that chakra, right? So it's amazing, amazing. Connecting to the energy in any way that you're guided to do. Our foods are coming through really huge. Spirit is telling us to cleanse our temple, right? Cleanse our temple. Cleanse our temple. It's time for us to clear the slate and start anew. So you guys know that I've been on the master cleanse, and then I was in, the going into the healthy, no process, and then I did the master cleanse again, and I've been doing raw. Well, this is strictly for me to reset and cleanse my temple, right? For me to get healthy, for me to elevate my frequency. Now, I'm not telling you to do what I'm doing, right? But do what Spirit guides you to do. This is what Spirit guided me to do. And then to incorporate the intermediate fasting, which also helps my temple to perform at its optimal, right? So connect with Spirit and just ask Spirit, how can I vibrate at my highest frequency possible? Period. And then receive. Receive. And there are times where Spirit will guide me to do something. And when I'm guided to do it, one of the things that Spirit will let me know if I'm being guided to do something and it is showing up as a form of sacrifice for me, right? Or if it's just showing up as something that will serve me. So let me explain how this is different, right? So there was a time where Spirit told me to fast, and I was fasting, and at first it was tough to do it, right? And then Spirit said, this is a sacrifice. Right now, you're making a sacrifice. And by you completing this, what you're doing is you are preparing yourself and you are opening yourself to receive the things that you have asked for assistance with, right? That actually took some of the discomfort away and made it easy, right? And then there's times where Spirit will guide me to do things, but it's more or less a solution to something that I said, Spirit, this is posing as an issue. Show me how to find a solution. So be clear when you're being guided, why you're being guided, how it's serving you. Not to say it's going to make a difference as far as saying yes to it, because if Spirit guides you regardless of the reason, I say surrender, right? Surrender. Wait, that's not the card. Surrender, right? However, knowing and understanding will make it easier, okay? And we're going back to that. It's okay to ask those questions. It's okay to receive those answers, right? It's okay to have an understanding of the why, right? Because oftentimes in order to commit, we must see the value, right? To commit, to truly commit in that space of unwavering faith, because just going through the motions isn't enough. But seeing the value in something, how it's serving you, how it's assisting you, will make it easier to commit, right? So yeah, let's see what you all are saying. The mini readings are 25, and I will share. Let me go ahead and share the Cashapp link with you. Let's see. Okay, so there it is. And it'll go based on the order of whoever sends their payment first. So yeah, they're 25. Is there anything else that's coming through? Spirit said, let's touch on this infinite abundance a little bit more. Okay, so let's just go over it all. We have surrender to the journey, release control, stepping into power, you are strong beyond measure, protected by angels, you are cherished by the angels, and infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. So what we're doing is we're canceling, deleting the reversals on all of these, and we're putting them right side up, right? We are now together collectively. If you're doing this with me, after I say it, claim it, let me know by commenting, and so it is. But what we are doing is we are now claiming to totally surrender to the guidance that we've received from Spirit. We are choosing to release fear. We are choosing to release doubt. We are choosing to get out of our way and to stop creating blocks. We are choosing to live in spite of fear. We are choosing to move as if we are already fearless. We are choosing to call in all the blessings that we desire and deserve, right? We are choosing to feel good each day. We are choosing self-love. We're choosing peace. We're choosing to tap into our magic and our power. We are choosing to be love, spread love, give love, receive love, right? We are choosing to know our worth and our value, and we are choosing to allow ourselves to answer our calling, fulfill our mission, and receive all that we deserve as a result for the work that we do every single day. No limits, no limits, no limits. And so it is. And so it is. So that is our message today for us as a collective. Let's see what you all are saying. It says, my mom said, I wanted to be a dancer. I'm taking a dance class. Yeah, awesome. You know what's so funny? As I was receiving that, at first Lacey's energy came through, but then your energy came through, Mom. So that's awesome. I'm so glad to hear it. So glad to hear it. Let's see. Maria said, this has been the message for me since Sunday. The ancestors and guides have protected me from so much behind the scenes. You know what? They are literally like, can you just activate the free will? Can you just call on us? Can you just, let us in to serve you? We're here. It's 5:45, you guys. So I'm being told to look up that angel message for us. So let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see what Spirit's got for us with that 5:45. And I'm being told to say, buy the property. I don't know who this is for. Buy the property, invest in the land. I don't know who it's for. If it's for you, let me know, whether you're on live or you catch the replay. Okay, so angel number 545 is a blend of the vibrations and influences of number 5 and number 4, with number 5 appearing twice, amplifying its vibrations. Number 5 resonates with major life changes, spontaneity, travel, and adventure, sympathy and understanding, sociability and companionship, making important life choices and decisions, personal freedom, and life lessons learned through experiences. Number 4 resonates with willpower and effort, traditional values, stability, and ability, building solid foundations and working diligently towards achieving goals. Number 4 also resonates with the energies of the archangels. Angel number 545 is a message from your angels that the ideas, thoughts, and promptings you have been experiencing are an indication that it is time to prioritize your life and make necessary changes in order to fully align yourself with your soul mission and life purpose. So let me just read that again. It says, angel number 545 is a message from your angels that the ideas, thoughts, and promptings you have been experiencing are an indication that it is time to prioritize your life and make necessary changes in order to fully align yourself with your soul mission and life purpose. Come through, Spirit. Angel number 545 brings a message from your angels to continue to have faith and trust in the changes you are considering or are currently making. Trust that these changes will be of long-term benefit in your life and will lead to new and exciting opportunities. The angels support and encourage you to step into the new with confidence, enthusiasm, and self-belief. Angel number 545 is a message of encouragement and support. The changes you are experiencing or contemplating are the right ones for you and are an important step along your spiritual and divine life path and soul mission. Trust your intuition and the guidance from the angels and live your life with passion and purpose. It says, don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. And this breaks down to angel number 5. So that is a great way to wrap it up. It's a great way to wrap it up. So let's see. Hey, Camilla, how are you? Awesome, awesome. Thank you. Lacey said, I've wanted to be a singer so bad since I was a little girl. I blocked it out when I started smoking for 15 years, but quit 4 years ago. So maybe. So listen, cancel, delete the maybe. Do it. Do it. You know, go sing. Get some studio time. Record what's in your heart, right? Who says that we have to do things to become rich and famous or to be recognized? Do it because it feels good to your soul, right? From that act of doing what you love, whether it's dancing, whether it's singing, whether it's art, whatever the case may be, whether it's acting, you know, cooking, whatever it is, right? By doing it from that place of pure joy, you really don't understand what Pandora's box is doing as you are in that feel good, right? It's so much deeper and it's all connected, right? It's all connected. And I'm hearing to your heartstrings. What brings you joy, right? If you love animals, go volunteer at an animal shelter, right? If you love babies, go volunteer where you can work with babies that don't have love from parents or family members, right? Do what feels good. Do what feels good. We spend so much time grinding. Spirit is saying it is time to find time for joy. Find time for joy. Whatever that is for you. You guys know I tell you all the time, on the weekend, you can bet that at least one of my days is spent in bed, not dressed. Only time I get up is to use the bathroom, to eat. And I'm watching TV, I'm meditating, I'm burning beautiful scented candles, I have my salt lamp on, and I'm chilling. That brings me joy. That's how I recharge my energy after serving all week. At least one day. At least one day. I'm not picking up the phone. I'm not engaging. I'm just chilling, right? That brings me joy. Sounds real simple, but it brings me so much joy. So I do it. Right? Like when I went to the lake yesterday, that brings me joy. So do the things that bring you joy. Food brings me joy. So I treat myself to eat often. So yeah, do things that bring you joy. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Let's see. Tia Lynn said, I just sent my payment for a mini read. Awesome. Thank you. Let's see. Lacey said, Lady Love, I'm so happy for you. Dancing is the best medicine for your soul. Yes. And you guys, you know what? When my back is to a place where I am able to get physical again, there's something else that I always love to do. And I used to always have a desire to take martial arts when I was a kid, right? But as I'm saying that, I'm connecting to whether or not that's still something that'll bring me joy. And actually it's not. But the thing that will bring me joy is pole dancing. So when I get to that point physically where spirit gives me the okay to get physical again, I'm taking a pole dancing class because I've been feeling that for years and I have not done it yet. And as I say it, I feel the joy in my spirit. So I'm going to take a pole dancing class. I sure am. As soon as my body is where it allows it, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So yeah, do what brings you joy. Do what brings you joy. Mind, body, soul, balance, right? It's all about balance. So let's see. Cheryl said, eating and relaxing sounds like fun to me too, Nahkila. It really is. The simple things bring me joy. So yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and stop recording. For those of you that are watching on IGTV, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. The link's in the bio so you can join us for the live and also have an opportunity to participate in the mini reads at the end. Also, if you are being led to work together, now is the time. I'm currently accepting applications for both the one-on-one and the group mentorship for Activating You. And we literally have just a couple of spots left for the 2021 Activating You retreat. And this retreat is all about releasing the blocks that are keeping you from your abundance. It is going to be phenomenal. So if you've been guided to join us, now is the time. Schedule your application interview. The link's either in the bio on IGTV or the description box on YouTube. So we're going to go ahead and log off on IGTV, and we are going to go ahead and get into our mini reads over here on YouTube. So let's go ahead and get out of there and come on back over here. So yes. Let's see what you all are saying. Tia Lynn said, yes, I have always wanted to take a pole dancing and aerial hoop class. Yes. Oh my gosh, that sounds fun. So much fun. Also, I'm going to get back into yoga too because I really loved yoga, and I do feel like yoga is something that I can do even as my body is healing. So yeah, yeah. You are so welcome, Lacey. Gillian said, I took a hoop class in Oakland. It brought me so much joy, but I'm discouraged since I'm more out of shape than I used to be. Don't be discouraged. Start where you are. Okay, Liz, you saw my before pictures. We all start somewhere. Said, I'm not in shape or I'm not this or I'm not that, and we let that stop us, we would never start. Just do it. You know, they used to have a twerk class that looked so fun. I would totally take that. The pole dancing is more appealing to me, but I would totally take the twerk class too. Totally. Totally. You know what else would be fun? Skating. You know, not necessarily on a regular, but I used to love to skate as a kid. Like just going skating. That would be so fun. It would be so fun. It would be nice if we all just gathered together in a city and just did a bunch of like inner child stuff, like went skating, busted out makeup and nail stuff and popcorn and 80s movies. Y'all know I've been on this 80s movie and TV show kick, right? But if we just, you know, hula hooped, danced, played hide and seek and tag, it would be so fun. So fun. So fun. If you have friends that are local near you, I recommend scheduling a play date with your friends where you guys literally do things that you used to do from your childhood. Have a sleepover. Like when you were a kid, what did you do? Like when you and your friends played. I remember I couldn't go outside until a certain time. So I would wait until that time, couldn't wait. Then I had to be in before the sun went down. So I would literally be outside all day till the sun went down. We used to do so many things outside. And you guys remember the stairs? That was like a jungle gym. Flipping and hanging and, you know, like stairs of an apartment. Because across the street from where we lived, my aunts lived in this apartment. I even had an uncle who lived in that apartment. So we would hang off the stairs. But think about the things that you used to do as a kid. Like if you have friends local, invite your friends over for an inner child sleepover play date and just do fun things that you used to do. Like get some candies that you guys used to eat back in the day and just create that nostalgic feeling. Remember, it's all about feeling good, right? So yeah. Let's see what you're saying. Nicoya says, slumber party. It's a presidential suite at the Four Seasons. You know what? That's literally at the retreat what it feels like. A big, huge slumber party where there's lots of healing and elevation. Like we literally had pictures of us in our pajamas with our cards. You know, it was so funny. I think I shared this in our soul family, but Gillian, I don't know how many of you have actually heard Gillian speak. So the minute Gillian read, we were all like, okay, here, you read it. So we're sitting there and it felt like you were like, what's that movie where there's like a nanny and she has the accent? Anyways, we just felt like we were these little kids being soothed by the voice and accent of Gillian. It was the best thing ever, but I love it because it's like a big slumber party that involves healing. It's amazing. So let's see. But yeah, the Four Seasons sounds good too. Lacey said, yes, start where you are or you'll never start. You deserve it. Exactly. Hey, Michaela, welcome. It does, right? It does. And you know, as I'm saying this, Spirit is always giving me ideas. So you guys know the retreat is an annual thing, but I have been receiving that eventually we are going to have an inner child retreat, one that's specifically catering to the inner child. And I'm really looking forward to that one. Because I don't know, I just love connecting with my inner child. We've merged. She's always here. So, okay, but I'm not going to talk your ear off about the 80s theme parties and all of that. We'll get to that eventually. Spirit will guide me on the when, the how, the where, and we'll make it happen. But let's see. Let me see who. So, Nicoya, I believe you were first, right, for your reading. It seems like my oldest son and I, we are always missing each other. Okay, so Nicoya, you're first, Camilla, you're next, and then Tia Lynn, you're third. And if there's anyone else, you can send your payment in and it'll go according to I receive it. So Nicoya, did you have a specific question, or were you getting a general? I have been good. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you so much for asking. I've been feeling a little tired, but other than that, energetically, I've been feeling absolutely amazing, amazing. So we've been doing a increase in our meditation practice over in Activating You. And so the majority of us have committed to a 3 times a day, at least 15 minutes or more, right? At least 15 minutes or more. So typically it'll be like a morning, afternoon, evening. Today I've already done 3. So I'll be doing a 4th. And so by increasing the frequency and the length, it just has my energy through the roof. Like, it just feels phenomenal. Okay, general. Okay, awesome. So instantly when I read general off the screen, what I was told to tell you, Nicoya, was to stop holding yourself back. You're still placing limits on yourself. You are one of those ones that has the potential to soar, but it's like you're still finding yourself as opposed to allowing yourself to come in contact with yourself. It's like you're putting in too much effort and energy to find as opposed to just being. I'm hearing you are this, you are the high priestess. Embrace that. Sit in that energy. Connect to what that means to be the high priestess. You have led many tribes. I'm hearing both you have led and slayed many tribesmen. You have spent many lifetimes in the feminine energy, the feminine form, but you have been respected alongside some of the most powerful, influential men. It's time for you to connect to your power of your masculine energy and bring that into the forefront of who you are today. When you're in your power, you're in your divine masculine energy, it's not a matter of searching or seeking, it's just being. This is also very powerful of the feminine. Right now, you're being called to find balance, more balance between your earthly self and your higher expanded self. How can you incorporate the two into your daily living, your daily life more so? Without the push, without the seeking, just the flowing and being. You're also being called to rely more heavily on spirit for your own guidance. Although you are guiding others through readings, I'm even hearing through coaching and other sources, it's also time for you to guide yourself in the same way. We'd like you to sit still in your energy. Doesn't mean stop moving. Continue to flow in the work that you do. Because this isn't anything that's projected on those you're serving. They are not in awareness of this message. It is strictly for you. Keep doing what you're doing because you are on the path. You are on the track. This is more your personal development, your story that leads you to the next level, the next phase. It's more of an internal shift that we're speaking of. You're being called to have this shift take place now. Claim it now. Allow it to take place now. Don't overthink it. Don't overguide it. Just allow it. I'm hearing you also have many chips in the sea. Many chips in the sea. And so what they're showing me with that is, first they're showing me seashells. Then they're showing me chips like from a casino. Then they're showing me cowrie shells. And they're telling me Yamaya and unity. It's time for you to connect deeper to your Orishans. It's also time for you to connect deeper to your African spirituality. It's time for you to increase your faith in yourself. And it's time for you to stop allowing the divine energy within you to lie dormant. You have been afraid of your magic. It's time for you to allow it to be unleashed. But what we'd like you to do is claim your position in the light. You fear your magic because there were times where it was not always used for good. It was used to destroy and for destruction. But that is not who you are today. Connect to your higher self and be reminded of the lessons that you learned during that time and why you've chosen a different path. It was like the sun and the moon. In order for one to shine, the other had to shine at one time. So don't look at your past life's experiences as good or bad. Just look at them for what they are. Character building, bricks in your foundation, lessons, growth, expansion. You have time to soar. And as they said expansion, they also mentioned a mansion. So what they're telling me to tell you is it's time for you to allow your sacred space to be immaculate. And what they're referring to first is your temple, your inner temple. But then they're also telling me to tell you about clutter in your physical space, your physical home. It's blocking the chi energy. It's time for you to allow that energy to flow. Everything in your life must be about flow. Magic is about flow. The more you clear the clutter in your mind, your heart, your body, your spirit, your DNA, your space, sacred and physical, the more your magic will flow. And as I'm saying that, the back of my head got kind of heavy. They're telling me to tell you to get more rest. Number one, stop overthinking things. As a matter of fact, they'd like you to take thought out of the equation altogether. They'd really like you to get in flow. They'd really like you to get in flow. And one of the things that they're telling you is we guided you. We guided you. We gave you the answer. And you created a block because you didn't believe. You didn't trust. So now it's time for you to reroute and ask yourself, why do you allow your mind to play tricks on you? And it's coming through there telling me it's like the gesture within, you know, like a court gesture, the gesture within. The gesture within likes to rile you up is kind of what they're saying. Like literally, it's like playing tricks on you, right? Like a jokester, right? There's an inner jokester that plays tricks on you. And so it's one of those things where you're being called to call out that inner jokester. And when you start feeling doubt and you start feeling unsure, or you start backpedaling when it comes to total surrender, just remind yourself, that's the jokester. I'm stronger. I'm powerful. I'm not going for it. Literally see that part of you as a jokester. Just like, let's see if we can trick her this time, right? That's how they're saying, like, make light of it. See it for what it is. It's not real. It's just a joke. It's just a trick, a sleight of the hand. You also have an infinite supply of wealth that's within you. Let it out. And they are talking financial right now. Money tends to cloud your thoughts. Change your relationship with it. See it as an energy. And they're telling me to tell you, see it as smoke, right? When you light your sage, when you burn your incense, even when candles are lit, just see it as smoke, right? Not that serious, just energy. Also do some mirror work. But with your mirror work, what I'm being told to tell you is to really connect to your higher self, that high priestess within, right? Look in your eyes and really connect to that high priestess within and receive guidance from that version of you. Like literally speak, allow the words to come out as they form without judging it or overthinking it. and receive the message. Set the intention that your soul will receive that message, because you are showing up to guide you, but you've been creating blocks. Okay, now they're saying it's also time for you to, and then they have Pac playing Picture Me Rolling. So what does that mean? Just on a roll. Just see yourself in all your glory. Like literally, they like you to start visualizing yourself in all your glory. See it, just see it, feel it, believe it, believe it. You have so much potential that you haven't tapped into yet. It's time. It's time. The world is waiting. It's time. Find a feather, pick it up. All day long, you'll have good luck. Also connect to the energy of ducks is what they're telling me to tell you. So look up a duck as a spirit animal. Look up what does a duck represent. And then when you do, go live in the soul family and share how that resonates with you. I'm really curious to know what that deeper message is for you. Also, as I'm saying that, what I'm being told too is also the sentiment of how water rolls off of a duck's back. What they're telling me to tell you is to stop absorbing the energy of others, which requires you to amplify your form of protection and disconnection when you're serving. Also, to not internalize things, to get out of your head, right? To get out of your head. Anything else for Nicoya? Which deck? Okay, so they're telling me to pull a card for you from this deck. What message do you have for Nicoya? Choosing your path, all is possible. There you go. There you go. All is possible. Choose your path. What are you deciding for yourself? And what I'm hearing is today, just for today. What are you deciding today? You don't have to do no long-term commitments. What you choosing today? And then they said, look at this one. So this one's in reverse. And what it says is uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. So it's in reverse because you still have not uncovered the deeper depths of your soul, all that treasure that lies within. So let's just turn it right side up and just choose it for today. Uncover your treasures. Uncover your treasures. So that is the message I am receiving for you. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. Please let me know how it resonates. Let's see what you're saying. He said, I did 30 minutes last night and went so quick. Yes, it's been like that. Like, it's been not just the 15, it's been like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour. And it just feels like once you get past those points, you guys know you go into that high zone where you're literally floating. It's just amazing. So yeah, keep going with that. That is also going to be contributing and helping for you to uncover those things that just came up. So they just told me to tell you, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Dedicate your soul to the light. Do a dedication ceremony where you're dedicating your soul to the light. Disconnect from any ancestors, any guides, entities that may be around you that were present when you were not dedicated to the light. Past life, really ancient time. However, what they'd also like you to know is you have fierce warrior protectors around you that are in the light. Like you can strictly rely on them for that deep level of protection, that deep level of guidance, right? The same power that oftentimes is associated with workers that are not practicing high vibrational frequency work. Sometimes there's this misconception that they have all this power to create all these shifts and changes. Not to say that's your thought, right? But this is what's coming through. And what we're being reminded of is the fact that nothing is stronger than light. But it really is about you severing any contracts that you had from that past time, and then creating your own special ritual where you are literally dedicating yourself to this mission, right? So Nicole said, I'm pretty speechless processing. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. So welcome. When you're done processing, go live and just share how it, share how it resonates. Share what comes up as you process. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. And I'm excited to see how all this takes form and shifts for you. I'm really excited. Really excited. So let's see. So Camilla, you are next. Camilla, were you doing a general or did you have a question? And thank you guys that are still on. A general, okay. Yeah, oftentimes the messages will resonate, even if it's not your personal message. And then you guys know in between readings, Spirit typically will have us get messages for all of us. So, okay. So what message do you have for Camilla? I'm hearing stomach exercises, but as I was hearing stomach exercise, what was coming through is it's solar plexus, right? Solar plexus. Replenish your solar plexus. You are being guided to replenish your solar plexus every day. So when you come home from whatever you've been doing that day, the same way you will wash your face, shower, brush your teeth, or do whatever you do, they're telling me to tell you replenishing your solar plexus is being called to be a part of your, just like your end of the day routine, right? Like end of the day routine. So you remember we talked about, you guys look, y'all know how I be dressed up top of pajamas. So anyways, you know how we talk about the solar plexus, just taking that energy, pulling it out, tossing it to the earth, right? So taking it out, pulling it, tossing it, right? So this is how you're going to release any energy you picked up on, right? And then at the start of your day, just set the intention to protect it and shield it, right? So just send that energy, protecting and shielding your solar plexus, right? So solar plexus, stomach exercises, solar plexus. Now you may feel led to physically do some stomach exercises as another way to help your solar plexus function smoothly, but there's a lot of dumping, and it's not always a verbal dumping. You experience people energetically that do a lot of dumping, right? A lot of transference of energy, and it's almost like you're like a sponge, like a magnet. But here's the thing. The reason why this is because part of what you do is you're like a filter. You transmute energy. You transmute energy from low vibe to high vibe. And so what's happening when you're not keeping your energetic space healthy, what happens is you become a sponge as opposed to a filter. So you're taking it in and you're holding on to it as opposed to having it pass through you, going from that low vibe to that high vibe. So it's really important that you are taking care of yourself energetically, that you're taking care of yourself physically. You may also find yourself eating more yellow fruits and vegetables. Specifically, I'm seeing spaghetti squash, not spaghetti squash. Well, I wasn't seeing spaghetti squash. What I was seeing was the yellow zucchini squash, but spaghetti squash came out, so there's no coincidences there. So I would say incorporating those two things, spaghetti squash, zucchini squash, and then also pineapples, right? Yellow fruits, specifically those ones are coming through. I'm being told to tell you also have a hard time letting things go. Like just totally disconnecting, clean break energetically. So another great thing for you to do are cord cutting ceremonies, right? At least once a week, Cut those cords. Any energy that you've encountered, cut the cord. Take that energy from yourself, send it back to sender or wherever it's meant to go for cleansing, right? It's really right now what I'm, you have some energetic attachments And they're not like spirits, right? It's not like that. It's more or less people I'm receiving. It's like it's haunting. Person had a bad day. You will get the energy from their bad day, and then it just kind of stores in your system. You have this deep care and concern for people, and it does make you susceptible to that. So what you're being encouraged to do is really start increasing your cleansing methods of self, your protection methods of self, being mindful of your heart space, being mindful of your solar plexus space. And you still have some things from your past that you're being called to release and let go of. So a cord cutting ceremony would be good. I don't know if you've ever scheduled with Gillian, but if you haven't, her link's in the description box. You can schedule with her and use code ENERGY. So it'll take off and you'll get the special price that she has going on right now. But that would be good. She can literally assist with like removing that energy that's stuck in your system, because I'm feeling like there's attachments, and Spirit is saying it's time for you to release them. And specifically, they're coming through as past attachments. I'm hearing you also have wind in your lungs. So that's coming through as a reminder to speak your truth, to speak up. It really is time for you to start sharing your wisdom. Like literally start sharing your wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom and you're just sitting on it. And Spirit is really prompting you to start sharing it. You know, podcasts, YouTube, any way you can speak, start setting the intention to be offered opportunities for motivational speaking. Teens and young women is coming through. You also have a really strong mother-daughter dynamics that you can teach. It's coming through like you have these concepts that are lodged within your soul. You have these concepts and these ideologies that if you were to share them with the world, it would help people to gain a deeper understanding of self, and it would help people to learn how to deeper connect with one another in a healthy way, right? There's also some heart chakra healing and work that you're being called to do. And what's creating this? There's still a past hurt of abandonment. Past life healing would be good. Past life healing would be good, because a lot of the things that you carry into this life, even experiences that you've had, they are a direct result from past life stuff that you are deeply holding on to, right? Like we all have past life stuff that follows us, but you have some stuff that you are really deeply connected to. Have you done any of those? I know it's come through for you to do like severing of soul contracts. Did you ever do them? Did you ever do them? Because if you didn't, do them. And if you did, do another. Do another. All dimensions, all time, all space, all existences, all lifetimes, right? I'm being told to tell you also you're existing in a parallel universe where you're trapped in fear. So have a session of meditation where you go into this meditation with the intention to rescue yourself, right? And don't overthink it. Like, don't attempt to make up a scene in your head. Like, literally, just set the intention that you are traveling into this alternate universe where you are going to save yourself, right? And you can do so through speaking. You know, I'm here to save you. It is okay to release the fear. It is okay to free yourself. Come to me now. This is where you belong. You know, almost like a soul retrieval, bringing that version of you that's trapped in fear into your awareness, your existence now. And then whatever contracts that were created around that existence, sever it, right? End it. Because you're naturally a fearless being, but this parallel universe where you're trapped in fear, it's holding you back in this reality. So it's time for you to stop and disconnect from that energy. but not like a disconnect, leaving that version of you just trapped somewhere in this alternate universe, literally clearing the energy there, engaging, bringing that version of you into your energy field now, releasing all soul contracts that don't serve you. Okay, I'm being told to pull cards for you. What message do you have for Camilla in addition to that? The Cosmic Heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. I'm just hearing it's time for you to integrate, right? It's time for you to integrate. There's fragmented pieces of your soul that is existing in different dimensions, and it's time for you to integrate yourself. So doing a soul retrieval would be great. So you would simply state your name. You know, I am calling in all the fragmented pieces of my soul from every dimension, every time, every space, every existence, every lifetime. I'm calling you back home to me now. This is where you belong. I am perfect, whole, and complete. I love you. Come back to me now. And just repeat that or something to that effect over and over again. And as you're doing that, allow yourself to literally feel those pieces of your soul reintegrating with yourself now, okay? You also have, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. So I'm being told to tell you to stop attempting to fit in, right? Every time I do a reading for you, there is like this really deep energy of wisdom, of soul expansion, and of growth, right? But there's also this deep energy of you playing small and holding yourself back. It always comes through. And I feel like until you literally make a solid choice and decision to really discover who you are on that deep, deep soul level, and then choose to be living in action of that, the message is going to always come through. Like this feeling is going to always come through, because there's so much power in your wisdom. Old soul, very old soul. But again, what was coming through earlier, it's like there's all these ideologies that are floating around in your soul space. And if you really allow yourself to intentionally begin connecting to it with the fearlessness to speak the wisdom without questioning it, just allowing it to flow, you're going to find that there's so much that you bring to the table. So much that you bring to the table. It's all about choosing and taking action. And then what I was hearing was asking yourself, what's holding you back? Why is there fear? And then as soon as they said to ask yourself that, they brought up that part of you that's trapped in fear in a parallel universe. So what they're telling me to tell you is don't procrastinate on this. Like literally, do the soul retrieval, calling in the fragmented pieces of your soul, do that releasing of the contract, do that integrating, do it today, right? Do it today. And what they'd also like me to tell you is it's not going to be just a one hitter quitter. Like this is something that you're being called to do regularly over time, right? Because you're dealing with several lifetimes, right? It's not just one or two. So over time, just make this a part of your regular way of healing, recharging, and reintegrating. Okay. By doing this, it's going to really help you to be fully in your power and help you to begin manifesting the wisdom and the path that you've chosen. Okay. Okay. What else do you have for Camilla? Ooh. These two? So all of these. Okay. All right. So these two flip face. They're in reverse, but they were face up when they flip. This one says grounding. Go deep, explore your roots. So more grounding is good for you as well, right? More grounding. And then also you have joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. So the reason why these two came in reverse is because part of that go deep, explore your roots, it really is about you not only being familiar with who you are in this existence, but really understanding who you've been and who you are in these parallel existences, right? But also as you're doing all of these exercises, make sure you are grounding. like physically, literally grounding. That exercise we do where we just bring that light down throughout all the chakras, bring it out through our feet. Make sure you're doing that too. Also, what I'm being told to tell you is the deeper you go into self-exploration, the more your joy will increase. The more you allow yourself to share who you truly are, the more your joy will increase. And then these other two, you have ascending the mountain, keep going forward, and you have rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. So as you do these things that have come through, this is going to be the result, right? Just keep moving forward. Don't allow yourself to stop. Just keep moving forward. Keep on your journey of self-exploration. Keep on your journey of healing. And then all these blessings, they're yours. Just allow them in. Allow them in. Is there anything else? Okay, I was told to take this one from the bottom. It says, rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. So here we go. Final wrap up. Clear your past, heal your present. That past life stuff, that parallel universe stuff, bringing those pieces of your soul home. By you healing that, clearing that, your present will improve. It will improve, guaranteed. So after you do these things, come back on in Power Hour and let us know how it's going, how it's feeling. Let us know what shifts you're noticing and what you're feeling, okay? Anything else? Okay. So that is the message I am getting for you. Kimia, thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. I can see that you've been leaving messages, so let me see what you've been saying. Let's see. Hey, Daisy. So you said horrible internet connection. I'll have to go back later to listen to the reading. Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much, Daisy. You will be after Tia Lynn. Kimia said, oh, I heard that part. People like to place blame on me, and I'm learning how to block that energy. I also did a cord cut too. Awesome. We're dead on. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. I'm definitely asking for my energy back. Yes. And don't ask for it back. Take it back. Claim it back. Call it back. Command it back, right? Be in your power. Be in your power. Kimia says, sharing my wisdom is something I'm starting to feel good about. Good, good, good. Do it. Oh, wow. I feel that way about my concepts. So it's nice to hear you say that. I have many great ideas. Awesome. Yes. Share them. Share them. Alatha said, Kimia, this message mirrors what you posted in our family chat. Wow. Awesome. Hey, Alatha. Kimia said, okay, I'll do that. Yes. How am I trapped in fear? So it's a parallel you. It's literally like a parallel you, and I'm feeling it energetically. It's just this fear state where you're just frozen in fear. So literally connecting with that version of you will help you to move even more fearless in your current state. So, okay, yay, I'll go save myself. Awesome. Community said, yes, I'm fearless. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, thank you so much. I love your readings. You are so welcome. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you, and I'm so grateful it resonates. Pat said, hello, Nahkila. Hello, Soul Family. Hello, Pat. Okay, sis, so you're not going to be surprised, but a whole different deck. Guess what card came through today? Surrender. Shoot, surrender. So yes, yes, yes. Okay, so Tia Lynn, you are next. Were you doing a general or did you have a question? Okay. And instantly, as I am connecting to your energy, I was led to put the sage in the lower chakra area. Solar plexus, root, and sacral, and spirit said, and in that order. And I'm being led to light the rosebuds that are in here. Okay, awesome, General. Because that's where it was going. It's like, wait, let me see. Let me see. She ain't answered. To light the rosebuds in here, creating sacred space, sacred ceremony for self-love, healing, and acceptance. Also, free yourself from codependency. I'm hearing codependency, it's a state of mind and an energy. And then they said, and how do you do this? You do this through more intentional self-love and patience. You've been doing a great job on your healing journey. Now we'd like you to be even more intentional. Go even deeper. And there was like some tingly sensations across the back of my shoulders as I was saying that. And it felt very childlike. Almost like a tickle, but then almost annoying. Like it could really get on your nerves. So what's that about? They just told me to tell you to stop judging your child self. They like you to actually get to know your child self beyond the healing. So this really means connecting with your inner child and asking your inner child what they love, what they enjoy, what they like. And being okay with being alone, being okay with healing. I'm hearing healing in the dark, right? Healing in the dark. And what that's coming through as is not having a support system. Because this part of your healing journey, it is a personal part of the journey that only you can do with self. It's not to say that you don't have support, because you do. But they're telling you to detach from any codependency tendencies. I'm also being told to tell you to allow others their time and space to grow and to not grow. You're being called to cater to you, and I'm literally hearing Destiny's Child, cater to you. Start doing more for yourself. Start serving yourself. It's really important, and it's a really important part of your healing. Start serving yourself. So it's coming through like when you wake up in the morning, ask your inner child, what would you like to have for breakfast? And then go make it. Ask your inner child, what would you like to have for dinner? And then you make it, right? So there's some really powerful, deep magic that's occurring between you and your inner child. That's a different perspective to approach your healing that you have not approached or utilized before, right? So what you're being called to do is really create this chamber of safety for your inner child by allowing your inner child to know that I am there for you. I have your back. I will take care of you. I will nurture you. I will love you. Right? So you may have others around you that may do things for you, and that's all good. It feels great, especially when we don't feel like doing it. But Spirit is saying for the next 3 months, you're being called to serve yourself. And as you're serving yourself, extend that service over into others. So your family, right? Start with serving self and then go into serving them, right? There's some healing in this act of you being of service of your inner child and service of your family, right? They also said it's time for you to start playing more from a place of authenticity. So what that's coming through as, literally, again, they're telling you to really get to know your inner child. Really get to know your inner child. And they keep stressing it because what they're saying is, you know your trauma, you know your pain, you know the healing you've done so far. But what about the joy of your inner child, right? That's been, I'm hearing, hidden under a bushel, right? It's been buried. It's like that lost book of the Bible, right? And Spirit is saying it's time to find yourself. And then I just heard, you trying to help Ike. You trying to help Ike. That they being funny now. Pudding. There's something coming through about pudding. Vanilla pudding. Vanilla pudding. Eat some vanilla pudding. Gluten-free, of course. Okay, so let's see. You have wondrous universe and faraway places. It says walk in beauty, get ready for new horizons. Okay, so here's the thing. Walk in beauty, get ready for new horizons. So as you discover who you are, it is going to create this whole new mindset that you have around yourself, right? Now, getting ready for these new horizons, when the message was coming up for us as a collective about starting to serve and pausing, your energy came through. So Spirit is saying it is literally time for you to not get distracted by life, or to not get so engrossed and engaged in the healing that you forget that you are ready to serve, right? Spirit is saying get back on your serving, because you've let it go for far too long. And it's time to serve deeper, because you have a lot to say. You have a lot to offer. Your experiences were not in vain. They were not your own. And the world is waiting for you to get that story out. The world is waiting for you to share your healing. It's also time for you to explore deeper versions of you that go beyond the inner child. It goes beyond your inner child, deeper versions of you. Who have you been your whole lives? And how are those versions of you relevant today? Right? The theme of today that I'm receiving about all of these readings, and Spirit is saying it even is something for all of us, even those of us that aren't getting readings, is about merging and integrating, right? That perfect whole and complete. It's about creating that divine merge and integration of ourselves. We have been existing in fragments. And as I'm saying that, I'm feeling some heart chakra stuff for you. So in order for us to begin really showing up in our divine light, it's about merging. And you also have view from above, get the big picture, and discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. So again, discovering who you are on a much deeper level, And the way they're bringing it forward, it's like, I'm hearing, Tia Lynn, you've done the work, now shine your light. Shine your light. And they're showing me like mirrors on the ground. And then, Michael Jackson, that video where when he would take a step, the square would light up. That's how they're showing me. So what that's coming through as is, as you're on your journey, as you're stepping deeper into your healing, it's about you serving, answering your calling in the midst of it. Each step that you take, you're shining your light through the healing, through the steps. Don't wait until after to serve. Don't wait until after to share. Get back on it. And then I hear Kool and the Gang, instead of get down on there, get back on it. Get back on it. What you gonna do? Get back on it. And they're saying round and round we go. So until you get out of that headspace that you have been in lately, you're going to continue to go around in circles. And I'm hearing Keith Sweat, merry-go-round and round, right? Merry-go-round. They said, get off the ride. Get off the ride. Turn that little carousel horse into a real horse and giddy up. And make it your own. Make it your own. Make it your own. Do what you feel. Just do what you feel. Share what you feel. Speak what you feel. You know what's so funny? Because podcast is coming through, and I just thought about the last conversation we had. So, ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Podcast. Also, show more gratitude. Spirit just says show more gratitude. More gratitude. And not just show more gratitude, literally feel more gratitude. Feel it. Like in your fibers. Feel more gratitude. Feel more gratitude. Anytime you begin to fix your lips to say something that is the opposite of an expression of gratitude, cancel, delete it. Anytime you have a thought about anything that is the opposite of gratitude, cancel, delete it. Let gratitude course through your being, right? Like your magic, like your blood. Let it course through you. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Anything else? Okay, I'm being told to pull one card from this deck. Okay, they said, no, don't pull. Just take that one. Cosmic Heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. So as I receive this, it reminds me of that visual that I just had with the Michael Jackson stepping, moving, as you're in that space of divine grace, in that space of divine healing. You're taking those steps, you're shining your light at the same time, synchronistically. Yep. Poetry in motion. Healing as we go. Go ahead and serve and don't stop starting. Get started. Okay. Enough of my silliness, but that's what's coming through. So that is your message, Tia Lynn. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. I see you've been leaving messages too, so let me see how it resonates. Or maybe that wasn't you. Let's see. Oh, maybe it was you. Pat said, I'm so surrendered right now. If I surrender anymore, I'll be an empty vessel. Not possible. Let's see. Never possible to be an empty vessel. Never. Tia Lynn said, it's been rough with the lower chakras as I lay between my wife's legs. Hi, Ty. How are you? Welcome back. Tia Lynn said, she usually says rice, bacon, and eggs, LOL. And I say, we eat vegetables. So true. I haven't connected to the joy of little Tia Lynn. I love vanilla pudding. Well, get you some, eat some. Yes. I will share the Cashapp link with you, and then you can go ahead and send your payment. I believe there is one other person ahead of you, ASHWRTH. And the general or mini readings are $25. So when you send it in, you'll be next. Okay. Thank you. Daisy said it's buffering for me. I hope I don't miss the call. Just claim it. Cancerly hope. Just claim it. Alata said, hey, Michaela, how are you? Tia Lynn said, don't wait until after. It's about serving in the midst of it. Absolutely. Absolutely. You are so welcome. So welcome. So yes, it's all about what Spirit say, 3 months. Get up and do it. Get up and do it. And again, the energy behind the power of you serving self, right, is so key. It's so key. And then expand that to your family. You serve them over the next 3 months. Just shift it, right? Shift it. And I'm so curious to know how that act, how it just changes things for you. The whole thing, I'm just excited to know what shifts happen as a result of those. I'm hearing subtle changes, and Spirit is saying, look at it like that. It doesn't have to feel like a big deal. It can be subtle. It can be small that have a huge impact, right? So yeah. Yes, thank you for allowing me to serve you. So let's see, Deasia, you are next. You guys, it's 646. So thank you, Alata. I just saw that. Okay, so 646. Before I go into Deasia's reading, I am going to tell us what 646 is saying to us, because this is for all of us. All of us. Now I got whistle while you twerk in my head. Yin yang and the thing. You guys, on one video last week, I was talking about yin yang, and I said yin yang. Shows you where my head is at, right? I was like, did I say yin yang? 6, 4, 6. Okay, what is the message here? Six, 4, 6. So angel number 646 is a compilation of the, it went all the way down, of the energies and vibrations of number 6 and 4, with number 4 appearing repeated, amplifying its influences. Number 6 leads its attributes of stability and grace, acquisition, healing, love of home and family, protection, care and nurturing, solution finding and problem solving, reliability and responsibility, integrity and honesty. Number 6 also relates to grace, gratitude, and the material aspects of life. Number 4 resonates with the truth and integrity, practicality, working steadily towards achieving goals and aspirations, systems and order, self-initiation, building solid foundations and enthusiasm coupled with determination. Angel number 4 also relates to the energies of the archangels. This part was highlighted. It says angel number 646 speaks of love, provision, and working towards establishing and fulfilling solid goals for yourself and your family. It tells of striving towards success and achieving it. Angel number 646 may indicate that your focus is on the material aspects of your life. Your angels ask you to surrender your worries and concerns about your monetary issues so that they can be healed and alleviated. Keep a positive attitude and an optimistic outlook to manifest abundance and prosperity into your life. Maintaining high expectations and working diligently towards achieving your goals will ensure that all of your needs, we're going to cancel the need and say all that serves your highest good will be met and success will be obtained. Angel number 646 suggests that all is well in regards to your home and family life. Enjoy your relationships and the companionship of those close to you, and give love freely and unconditionally. Trust that your positive affirmations, visualizations, and manifestation methods are having positive effects in your life. Expect miraculous answers and solutions to appear as you request them. They said need them, but we're going to say request them. Take the time to nurture and cherish yourself and your loved ones, and appreciate the many blessings in your life. And this breaks down to angel number 7. Now, although that message was for all of us, that sounds like a real good follow-up for your message, Tia Lynn. I don't know if you're still on, but a real good follow-up for that. So, okay, I am now connecting to Daisy's energy. Deasia, Daisy Divinity. Beautiful, beautiful psychic medium. Okay, whatever spirit has for you. Awesome. You know what's so funny? I was thinking about you the other day in the Soul Family because you hadn't been live or present in a while. Energetically, I didn't feel you. So I'm glad to see that you're on. Looking forward to an update. I'm being told to tell you, don't get caught up in the vanity, get caught up in the health. Focus on the health. Beautiful, perfect, whole, complete. Focus on the health. When you shift your purpose, everything else will shift. What is the purpose of it all? Why do you do what you do? And they're telling me to tell you, you can't trick yourself, so stop trying. A sacred bath. Get yourself some fresh rose petals and some orange slices and some lavender, and treat yourself to a sacred bath, and get a really, really luxurious body oil that smells divine. It doesn't have to be expensive at all. You can even make it yourself if you choose to. But just lather it on your skin and just pour blessings into your skin as you rub your skin. Speak blessings into your skin. You're being called to take your self-love matters into your own hands. They're telling me to tell you you're being called to take off the rose-colored glasses, but they're telling me the glasses are muddy, right? So here's a good exercise for you. They're saying literally, even if you go to Dollar Tree and you get like 4 or 5 pairs of sunglasses, put them all on at the same time and then look at yourself in the mirror. And they'd like you to peel back those shades one by one and notice the distortion of your vision, right? You can even get one of the pairs that's prescription, not really prescription, but that helps people to read. Put those on first and then put all the sunglasses on. And then notice the difference between how you see yourself with all of those glasses on versus when they're not. And what Spirit is saying, this is the lens that you've been looking at yourself with. It's been through a distorted lens. So you're being called to stop discounting God's grace, which is you. And they're literally coming through stern, like enough is enough. right? Feels like a really heavy hitting ancestor. Enough is enough. You are my offspring. You are greatness personified. It is time for you to see your value and your worth. Enough is enough. Let it go, heal it, and release it. Enough is enough. No more playing around. You're blocking off your divinity by being stuck and trapped in this illusion of who you have began believing yourself to be. You are divine, you are grace, you are beauty, you are love, you are hope. So stop playing small. You came here for a mission. You came here with a purpose. It is time for you to fulfill it now. We've been watching you, we've been guiding you, and we are rooting for you and protecting you. Now it's time to stand up. You will be counted, you will be heard, you will be felt, you will be remembered. Your legacy is already set in stone. So just allow those stones to be found. You have been burying them with your self-doubt. They will never be found or received as long as you doubt yourself. Your magic is flowing, but then you turn it off. Enough is enough. Your magic is present, but then you turn it off. Enough is enough. It is time for you to stand firm in your truth. Allow yourself to burn away all that's not serving you, all self-doubt, all self-sabotage, all false narratives, and be in your power. Simply be. And then they said, Daisy Divinity. Simply be. You have too much to offer to be playing small. So we're no longer playing with you. We're no longer entertaining this. We are propelling you into your greatness. Allow us to support you. Allow us to guide you. Turn off that doubt mechanism now. Release it now. You have too much to offer. Shine your light. Shine your light. It's time. It's time. This very moment, this very instance, it is time. You can hear her tell you till you're blue in the face, till she's blue in the face, but it's time. You must feel it. You must believe it. You must know it. And the truth of the matter is you do. So why do you keep falling back on the narrative of others? Why do you give them so much control? The fact of the matter is there are many that are envious of your light, so they strive to dim it. They would rather extinguish it. Do not give your power away. Do not allow that to happen. You have been placed on this earth to serve. You have been placed on this earth to continue the legacy. The weight is on your shoulders, but you don't have to carry it. Allow us to carry it. You flow, you move, you float through this existence in your power of knowing that you are divine. You are the ancestors incarnated. You are the souls that were once lost. You are the dream realized. You are the goals achieved. And you are beautiful and divine in all that you are, in all that you feel, in all that you know, in all that you see. Don't doubt your gifts. Don't doubt your gifts. Keep moving, keep striving. You must stop belittling yourself. Those personal conversations that you have in your head change the narrative. Make a choice. Who are you without this story? Who are you without this version of you? Who are you? Living in that existence is done. You've gathered the tools. Now it's time to teach. Now it's time to serve. Those young girls that are feeling how you felt, it's time now. It's time now. It's time for you to really get a deep understanding of your mission, because it is deeper than what you have allowed yourself credit. It's deeper. It's not just the readings. There is a deeper purpose in why this narrative has played in your mind for so long. And it's time for you to begin living in that. Living in that. Allow the abundance in. Allow it in. Allow it in here. Allow it in here. Allow it in. Allow the abundance in. Allow it in. Allow it in. And the way you do that is by allowing it to shine from the inside. Allow it to shine from the inside. Okay, so I'm being told to pull a card for you from this deck. What else would you like to tell Deasia? Take that one. Okay, it says Well and Orca Elders. It says share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. So it's just time. It's time. Well and Orca elders, your elders, they was just delivering that message, right? And that Well and Orca, they're letting you know that this is big. It's bigger than what you've been existing in. It's bigger than what you've been allowing yourself to receive. It's bigger than what you've been allowing yourself to feel and know, right? It's time for you to really shine your light and just flow. Just flow in the energy of your grace. Just flow in the energy of your grace. Allow yourself to truly connect to your heart, your soul, and your spirit, so that you can truly feel your own greatness. It's not about this surface stuff. It's not. It's not. They like you to go deeper, deeper, and get active, get active, get active, get active in the soul family, okay? Get active. Allow us to hold space for you. Allow us to support you. All right. So that is your message, Deasia. There is nothing else coming through for you. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. And let me see how it's resonated. Let's see. Alatha said, I am well. Thank you. I'm at work, not chatting as much right now. I paid for a reading for Ty. Thank you so much, Alatha. Deasia said, I felt that. I relapsed again in my mindset. I'm going to stop procrastinating and get to it. You know what? Cancel, delete that. I relapsed in my mindset. You just chose to get some more lessons. That's it. Simple. You didn't relapse. That feels negative. That feels like a mistake. That feels like a whoopsie. Nope. You just decided some more lessons were necessary. Now you're choosing different. You're choosing different. So yeah. And when you're going through that, this is what the soul family is for. Go live. See, earlier, I don't know if you were on when I was sharing how sometimes members of the soul family, they only come through when things are good. They hold it to themselves. They don't allow for that space to be held when they're experiencing those moments where the support from the 3D family is necessary, right? So stay connected. Allow us to hold that space for you. Let us hold you while you're in the midst of it, right? That's why we're here. That's why we're here. You got this. You got this. Deasia said, that's deep. I'll watch it again. I'm so grateful. So grateful. I'm sending you so much love, so much light. I'm looking forward to your live. I won't be watching it until tomorrow, though. And look up 702, Deasia. That message is for you specifically, 702. Okay. So, Ty, I believe you are next. Yes. And if there is anyone else that would like a mini reading, let me know. I'm going to share the Cashapp with you right there. They are 25. And Ty, let me know if you would like a general or if you have a question. Excuse me. General or a question? General or a question? Ty, do you have a general or a question? Me and my little tunes, they be sounding good in my head, y'all. Then I say them out loud, they be like, but they feel good though. I think in a past life, I must have wrote jingles. Okay. General? Okay, awesome. Third eye chakra is coming through for you, Ty. What's going on with that? What's going on with that? Allow your gift of sight to come on through fully. Don't be afraid of it. Allow yourself to connect with spirit and receive those messages. Clear your heart space. Clear your heart space. Let go of those things that have been hurting you. The disappointment that you feel in people, people kind of underperforming in their humanity, let that go. Just focus on you and how you can be a better person, how you can elevate your soul. You're really a person that leads by example. So just allow yourself to really just focus on elevating your life, right? Speaking up, though, speaking up is necessary. When something doesn't sit right with your spirit, speak up from a place of fearlessness. Keep doing that. Don't allow that to change. Don't let the dismay is what's coming through, the dismay that you may feel about the collective. Don't let that stop you from being your true authentic self. I feel like there's been some holding back on you really speaking your truth, like really speaking up. Even if you share like partial truths, you kind of cut off. It's almost like that feeling like ain't nobody listening, don't nobody care. Like, why am I waste my time? That's really coming through big. Why am I gonna even waste my time saying this? Ain't nobody listening. It's not gonna make a difference. Spirit is saying, no, it will. It will. Don't allow the world to change you. This is really big. Don't allow the world to change you. I'm receiving golden nuggets. Like there are some people in this world that are the golden nuggets of the world, right? Don't allow the harshness, the heat of the world to melt you down, right? To melt you down. Just allow yourself to remain solid in who you are, and not just remain solid, but to grow in that, right? So to be ever changing, ever evolving, ever elevating. You've been around a certain group of people, and it's time for you to change your circle. It's time for you to elevate and for you to start being around people that are where you aspire to be, because you've outgrown much of your circle where you stand out as the sharpest tool in the shed. And although you are always going to be one of the sharpest because you're just sharp, not just in dress, but also in your mind capacity, it's time for you to really start expanding your awareness. So that requires you to be challenged more. You aren't feeling very challenged in life. And it's almost like feeling like you're advanced, but you're in a remedial class, is what's coming through. Um, Also, don't be ashamed or afraid to flex your intelligence. Um, Sometimes people have put you down, and it's coming through like that energy of know-it-all, that us light workers sometimes all get. Spirit is saying, let that go. Just be your know-it-all self and know it all. This is also associated with the third eye. A lot of your ability to know it is because of your own psychic gifts. So you're being called to tap into that more. Heart healing is coming through for you too. Heal your heart. Heal your heart. Tell the truth, shame the devil just came through. So that's coming through as speaking about the things that have hurt you. If there's a person in particular that has caused you grief or pain, you're being called to express your feelings, whether it's through a phone conversation, whether it's through a letter, past, present situation, either or. It's about expressing. Holding it in creates a weight that you carry in your heart chakra, and that's not healthy for you. So you're being called to not just speak up as it relates to things that you're passionate about, but also speaking up as it relates to that emotional side of things. You've been learning a lot of lessons, and it's coming through like these have been subtle lessons. It's almost like it's not intentional, but just through life, you've actually been learning a lot of things. You've been observing a lot as well. So, Spirit is saying for you to take a moment to really sit back and think about the past 2 years of your life and really just jot down all the things that you've learned and the ways that you've grown, not just intellectually, but spiritually. I'm hearing mentally and even physically, right? What changes have you created in your life over the past 2 years that you're benefiting from today? And then Spirit would also like you to evaluate what changes can you make today that your 2 year from now self can look back at and feel the benefit. I'm hearing soul work. I'm hearing integration and soul work. I'm hearing you have weights. Have you been lifting weights or thinking about lifting weights, or do you enjoy weights? Don't wait to move forward in your next endeavor. Do it now, but also begin incorporating weights or increasing the weight would be a good idea. Right now, Spirit is telling you one of the ways to put your mind at ease, and one of the ways to integrate your mind, your soul, and your spirit is through weightlifting, getting more physical, right? Weightlifting. It's also a good way to release some of the frustration that you may feel centered around the collective. I'm specifically hearing COVID, like this whole situation has been pretty frustrating to you. It's a good thing that you've released fear around that, but also it's important for you to allow yourself to be guided on the way that you operate and navigate through this newness of your reality, right? Without overthinking it or without being caught up in the mind space, right? Spirit is saying to really be in flow with your heart and your soul and that guidance, right? You are safe, you are protected. I'm also being told to tell you to wash your hands more. Also increasing your fruit and vegetable intake. I don't know if you take sea moss, but that's something that's coming through for you. Regularly taking sea moss would be good. Also echinacea is good. Really, Spirit is telling you to begin getting more into the naturopathic herbalistic side of things. I'm no doctor, disclaimer. This is just what's coming through. Anything you do is on you. But this is what's coming through. Also, I'm hearing planting a garden. Now, what's coming through is Spirit is saying that you may not necessarily like literally go plant a garden, but there's something that's coming through with you engaging in the earth, right? Putting your hands in dirt is something that's very therapeutic for you. You may decide to actually plant some seeds, right? And nurture them and watch them grow and connect your own personal journey to those seeds. But there's something really therapeutic that's coming through about you putting your hands in dirt. And as I'm saying that, I'm even receiving your feet even. You may eventually even take a trip somewhere where you can do like a mud bath. And I don't mean like a mud bath in a spa. I mean like out in nature where you're really engaged in natural mud, fully just immersed in that mud, right? Something about the earth, you connecting to the earth, connecting with Mother Earth is very vital for you as well. So like that exercise we do in the beginning of Empower Hour where we're deep breathing and where we bring that energy down and connect to Mother Earth, I'm being told to tell you to begin practicing grounding more often where you're literally connecting to Mother Earth, connecting to nature. You may also find yourself gathering dirt, right? And you may find yourself creating your mud and just putting it on your third eye and massaging it, allowing it to dry, and then meditating, right? As a way to connect to Mother Earth. I'm also receiving like greenery and trees, plants, like just the earth energy is coming through really strong for you, and the energy of being grounded, it just is really strong for you, really, really strong for you. So this deck, okay, I'm being told to pull cards for you. What do you have? Oh, this one. Okay. Any of these? That one? Okay. Any more? Nope. Nope. Okay. So you have ascending the mountain, keep going forward, and view from above, get the big picture. Okay, this is so funny because you saw me just shuffle and these two cards came out for somebody else. So what's the message here for Ty? Ascending the mountain. So look at this picture. Do you see that? How this person is out in nature, just kind of isolated to themselves, just really on this path, on this journey of exploration. And what it reminds me of is that story of Jesus, 40 days and 40 nights. So a sabbatical of some sort is going to be really good and healthy for you. Even if you take a weekend, right? Take a weekend to go somewhere in nature where you can literally just take time, right? I'm even hearing take your socks and shoes off and just get grounded. As far as the view from above, by you connecting to the earth, what it's going to do is going to help you to begin connecting to those divine gifts that you have so that you are able to receive more clarity, more clearly from the divine, from spirit, so that you're able to navigate through your life, right? And I'm hearing the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. So as a result of you practicing this grounding, being connected with the earth, what I'm receiving is as above, so below. So by you getting yourself connected to Mother Earth, grounding, taking these time outs for yourself to reconnect in that very human, dense state, what it'll do is allow you to begin receiving that divine guidance, and also seeing life from a higher perspective, less judgment, less harshness. You'll be able to have more compassion for the state of those that are compassionate less. Also, I'm being told to tell you it's about you taking better care of yourself, right? Protecting your energy more. And it's not so much like you're just this person that's just like, oh, come take advantage of my energy, right? It's not that. It's more of like a natural thing that happens because you aren't very intentional on protecting your energy. You also have we, the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Okay. So I'm being told to read from the book for you on this one, but this definitely connects to that Mother Earth, that getting grounded, that allowing yourself to be nurtured in that grounding energy of Mother Earth. So let's see, what does the book have to say? I have no idea how they have these set up. It doesn't seem to be alphabetical. Let's see. We are the Hathors. What message do you have there? Here it is. So it says, birth is a portal that ushers in new life. The Hathors are here to remind you that you're a child of the cosmic mother and you're being called to be held by her deep, never-ending love and embrace. This is a tender, nourishing card reminding you to receive the deep, deep love of the mother's embrace. The Hathors know that the journey on earth can be rocky and lonely at times, but you are being reminded to rest more deeply in the mother's arms. This is a card of extreme potency, of femininity, of creation, and of birth. You're being called to mother yourself and others too, to surrender to your sacred femininity, to create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and be held. You're being called to remember your place in the web of life and to realize that the cosmic mother is watching your every step of the way. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. If so, you are being reminded that you're cradled in a sacred container, that you're more held than you can possibly imagine, and you have access to more love than your heart can bear. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of the cosmic mother, flooding towards you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. And the starseed activation here, it says place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following, but just place your hand there, okay? And whisper the following: I allow the deep love of the cosmic mother to wash over me. I'm loved, I'm held. So I allow the deep love of the cosmic mother to wash over me. I'm loved, I'm held. So just repeat that. Repeat that to yourself. And I'm just going to send some energy to your heart chakra. And just continue to repeat it as I send you this energy. And just feel your heart chakra expand. And just allow yourself to connect with the Great Mother. We're just going to set the intention that this energy continues to flow through your heart chakra, and that it just travels throughout your entire cellular being as you connect and receive. And so it is. Okay, so that is your message that I am receiving for you. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. And please let me know how it resonates. Let's see what has been said. Nothing's been said. So thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. And let's see, is anyone else getting a reading that is on with me today? I am going to pull a card for us as a collective. Let me get it out, right? My son hates when I do that. For us as a collective. And after I pull a card or however many cards come out for us as a collective, if no one else is getting a reading, then we'll go ahead and end our Empower Hour today. You guys, you know what? Thank you for your energy. My back is actually, I can feel an improvement. Thank you so much. I feel more energized. So thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Okay. So, Spirit, what message do you have for us as a collective? Thank you guys for still being on. Ty said, wow, thank you so much. You're really good at what you do. I needed that. Well, I am so grateful. And cancel delete need. You don't need nothing. It's all within you. It just served your highest good. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to serve. So it says the blue flame. You guys, we've been working with the purple flame and activating you. And Spirit was saying we're going to go through all the flames and just randomly tell me which ones to focus on. But here we have the blue flame. So it says spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Woohoo! We've been getting that message. It's time for us to integrate. Integrate. Let's see what the book says about it. Okay. The blue flame. Woohoo. I'm excited. Can you guys tell? Oh my goodness. Okay. I wonder if my son is going to have a ride home from work today or if I'm going to have to get out in that cold to go get him. I believe this one is somewhere in the beginning. The blue flame. Are we getting warmer, Spirit? Are we getting warmer to the blue flame? And you guys, if this week's Empower Hour resonated with you at all, will you give the video a thumbs up and will you share the video? One of the things that Spirit has been guiding me to do is really ask for your assistance with growing the channel and spreading the message. So anytime a video resonates with you at all, no matter what the video is, just push share. You can copy the link and you can share it on Facebook. You can share it in text form, but just share the messages. I truly appreciate you. And any readings that I provide for you, if you feel led to leave a review, in the description box, there's a link that leads you to the Spiritual Awakening with AshworthScott Life Sculpting page. So you can leave a review there. And even if you work with Gillian, you can also leave a review for her there as well. Okay, so the blue flame, it says spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. It reminds me of peanut butter jelly time. I don't know why. That made me excited. Integration time. This is a card of awakening and energetic upgrades. Perhaps you're going through a period of spontaneous awakening, receiving visions and having experiences that are out of the ordinary. In the West, little is known about the process of spontaneous awakening, and it can feel very scary when we're going through it alone. Elsewhere, they can be seen as auspicious experiences with those going through them being treated with tender care. The blue beings are thought to be activating beings with great potential for healing and upgrading our cellular structures. They appear in moments of extreme awakening, activating a physical Kundalini awakening and deep cellular and DNA healing. Many people glamorize the awakening process. However, in reality, it's much messier and more difficult than most of us believe. We must first let go of what we think we know for sure and how we make sense of the world. This isn't easy. The awakening process, even when it's spontaneous, takes a considerable amount of time to integrate. And awakening without integration can leave us feeling very ungrounded. If you're in the midst of an awakening, the process never ends. The never-ending story. Treat this time as deeply sacred and give yourself ample space to ground and integrate the extreme changes you're going through. So, the starseed activation, place your hand on your heart and whisper the following: I allow myself to surrender to the awakening process that's right for me. I take things slowly and integrate my experience each and every day. So I allow myself to surrender to the awakening process that's right for me. I take things slowly and integrate my experience each and every day. And so it is. And so it is. And as I was reading this, Spirit is so amazing, you guys, because one of the brand colors that I've had since the beginning is that cobalt blue, right? And notice we have the Activating You mentorship, we have the Activating You retreat, right? And the titles that my programs have or my offerings have are guided by Spirit. And so with the blue being associated with that activating, as I was reading this, it was like an aha, like, oh, look at that, look at Spirit, so that was pretty awesome. So yes, that is our message, you guys. I thank you so very much for allowing me to serve you today. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. And please continue to send healing energy my way. As you guys know, I've been getting these spine injections. I have another one in my neck on the 9th, and this is one of the ones where they put me under to do it. But my lower back has been doing a wonky thing. I just got an injection the other day, but my lower back seems to be on its wonky thing. And as I'm saying this was something that I was led to share with you all. So when I was in school, one of the things that my instructor used to say was like, if he was hurting, right, when he would feel it, he would laugh. Or, he would say like, oh, I feel great. So this is what I do. When I'm in extreme pain, you will see me laughing like a lunatic or saying, oh, I feel so great. So I like to share that with you, right? Because oftentimes when we're hurting, the first thing we do is we say, oh my gosh, I'm hurting so bad. Oh, I'm claiming all this hurt, right? But if we can laugh, oh my goodness, I feel so amazing. You know what I mean? Like we are able to minimize that pain because we have the power to self-heal, right? We have the power to self-heal. So that was something that earlier today when I was meditating, I was being led to share with you all. And through me sharing this and requesting the energy and the prayer, Spirit reminded me to share that with you. So yeah. So you are so welcome, Cheryl. Thank you, Michaela. Michaela said, don't forget to leave a like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you guys, and I love you so much for being you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, and here's the thing. I've been noticing we've been like doing like every other Wednesday live, every other Wednesday recorded. So next Wednesday, my birthday is not until February 28th, but I'm celebrating twice. So I'm celebrating on the 23rd and 24th. Which Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I'm celebrating on my actual birthday, which is a Sunday. So next week's Empower Hour will be recorded, but it will post at 5. So look out for that. And if there are anything that you guys would like to discuss or any questions you have or any pick a card readings you'd like me to do, just leave them in the comments of the videos because I'm always open to your suggestions and what you'd like to know about or what you'd like to receive. So just know that your feedback is greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Okay. So have a good day. Love you. Sending you peace, love, light, bliss, and abundance. I'll talk to y'all next week on recording. Yeah.